Yes, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, from wherever you're watching from. It's still your girl. Yes, guys. Welcome back to our channel. And today is the Ladies of Sport topic. Okay, guys. And today we want to talk about very vital topic. Very vital topic that is happening and that is going on in our midst every blessed day. Every blessed day. Women go through this every blessed day in different places at different times. So today the hot ladies want to talk about it, discuss about it, know what's actually going on. I've dropped the link. Okay. Yes. So my co-hosters are going to come up to talk about it. So we know how to iron it out, and it's very important that people knows how to go about this because it's really weighing people down. It's really not easy. So whenever you see ladies talking about this, we need to give them more particular advice, and that is why ladies decided to come together today to talk about it, to discuss it, and give their candid advice as always. So I am going to wait for them to come up. I'm going to wait for them to come up so that we will iron it out together. So Mel, I have this thing down there. Mel, are you there? I've pasted it already. Let me try it again. I've pasted it down there. Let me what's wrong with network today. Have you seen it? So, and you audience, feel free to just give us your opinion. Likewise, we are addressing you on the ground floor there. We are also addressing you down there. So whatever you drop there is very important for us, and we are going to still talk about it. Scary African mystery. My love, Mel, how are you doing? How are you doing, gorgeous? You're mute. You're on mute.
Yeah, my little one is
Sleeping.
she's not sleeping, she's here disturbing, so I had to mute it until
Muting.
she keeps quiet.
I don't know what is wrong with my laptop. I just set the laptop. I go off online, and the camera is off. Did you notice it?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was in, but I couldn't see anything. Everything was dark, and I was like, "What's going
I
on?
don't.
What's
I
going
don't.
on?"
I don't
That's why I
know.
sent you a message.
I don't know because it was telling me to upgrade. I think it's because of it. So maybe because I'm trying to use this one for the Facebook like usual.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
but
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 check
but
your camera. Maybe you turned off your camera, or your camera is actually
I
your.
don't think so. What is going on here? They are trying for me to subscribe. They want me to pay. Can you imagine?
You mean
So
StreamYard?
yes,
But if your hours is not done, they're not supposed to ask you to pay. Except you're finished with the hours. You know, they give amounts of hours that you can stream for free. So when it's getting close to the end, they will
should I
inform
say?
you and let you know.
Should I say it's because of? Should I say it's because of? Maybe it's because of laptop.
I'm thinking maybe you have the camera facing the other side. Just check.
You think?
Maybe you're not using your selfie like you'd have it off or something.
Okay, let me still be checking it while we are
Yeah,
calling. I'm still waiting for others.
yeah. And I think I can hear a sound. Do you
Sound?
hear the sound? Yeah, I don't hear it anymore. You're mute. I cannot hear you. You're mute, so I can hear you.
I think it's a fan. I think it's a fan. I on the fan.
Okay. Cause I hear the grr, 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 and I was trying to figure out.
The wave, the wave is too much. I feel cold whenever I on AC, so it makes me feel cold. So I think
Ah,
fan is better. I think fan is better. So any little time I can off it easily. Where are
yeah.
others? Let us start already.
I believe they're gonna jump. They're gonna jump in, but we're just going to keep the conversation going, and because except Nikki,
If you can imagine, you can imagine.
except Nikki that said she won't be available. No one else said they won't be available. So I guess the other ladies will be in a bit. Uh, so we'll just keep it going. Let me share once more. I had shared before, but I'll share again now that we are live. Now that we are live, I'm going to share so we can let me share. Come in this discussion.
Okay, let me off this one then. Do you understand now?
Okay.
I think I have to. Yes, I got it right now. Can you hear me? I think I've finally succeeded.
Oh,
I,
that's good. 'Cause I was hearing the sound like one we. So I was trying to figure out what's
I
connected.
was trying to figure it out. Look at this nonsense. I on it before. Everywhere was blank and black. I was thinking that maybe for the upgradement and all that. So,
No,
guys,
I
thank you
don't think
so
it's
much,
that.
Spice Up. Spire is up. Thank you so much, Onwadia, for coming to us and being with us. Thank you, ma'am. I think we are going to start. Mel, are you the only one with me in this program? We, we
Don't
are
worry, we can do it. We can do it. We can hold it down until the other ladies step in. So we can start with introductions and uh,
okay.
we go ahead. You're welcome, Spice. Sorry, we were having some issues with connections and all of that. So we were just busy trying
Yes,
to figure out
it's
what
a,
was
it
going
has,
on. So sorry we did not say hello immediately you came in. Sorry. But you're welcome. Thank you
yeah.
for joining us. The
Thank
weather
you
is
so
still
much, my
there.
darling. Thank you for being here. So, Mel, over to you, darling. Just introduce yourself briefly so we go on.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Yes. Thank you very much for joining us. I am Mel Fierce Fitness, aka Trending Gist with Octavia Cora, aka Scary African Mystery. It goes on. I'm a content creator here on Facebook, YouTube, also a model, fashion designer, and the list just goes on, okay? But yeah, I'm one of the ladies of Hot Topics, and thank you very much for joining us on another episode of Hot Topics, our own popular opinion.
Opinion.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
All right, darling. We have not had any of our friends coming up, so we are going to continue with just two of us. Mind you, the people that is at the background, please, you can also
um put something, ship in something, okay? And Queen, oh dear, you can feel free to come up, please, and join us. So make you you just spice it up for us if you don't mind. All right. So today the topic is it okay to chase a married woman out of the matrimonial home just because of childlessness? Is it okay? And if not okay, what are we going to do to save this situation? Because it's very, very important. Ladies are really suffering out of this. There's so many people that say it's having these particular issues in so many different ways, but we are not saying it in the space that either the in-laws is suffocating the woman, or everybody around the woman is making her feel crazy, not belonging, not being up to a woman, because sometimes it's not even actually the woman, you know. Sometimes the man might not be doing well, you know, but it lies on the women. So we accept it with wholeheartedness, because you can't just come outside and see what's going on with your home. So it is this mentality of Africans, I should say Africans, to nail it, because whites usually go to hospital to find out every damn fucking thing they need to find out. They usually go one after the other, treat the illness, follow it up. They believe in going medically to check on everything. But we, most of the times, we believe in somebody, they do me. They do me. They hold me for grant. They bring me for up. So within that holding you of up and down, you forgot totally that, yes, you're supposed to actually check your system, check yourself, check your husband. Everybody should be checked. It's not just one-sided, because this problem might be general. It might be both of you. It might be family issue. Do you understand? And you might be fine in the other way. The husband might be.
Sorry, host. Constant just dropped us a message. Said she will be home soon, so I think she's still on the way. That's why she's not here
Um,
yet. Okay, go
uh,
ahead.
that's good. So with every little thing that is going on in this planet right now, we really need to talk about this. And fertility issue is actually challenging, my darling. Spice it up, said that. Fertility issue is challenging on its, and honestly, adding pressure to it makes it worse. That is what I'm saying. Adding pressure to it, if I tell you what, only obi mapo, just you being frightened at all costs, thinking, you know, it makes this anxiety can remove the precious time that the baby is actually trying to attach. Seriously, you will not know what I'm saying, but it's true. When you know very well that, well, they're waiting for me, oh, well, what will happen this month? Oh, this is the month we are going to. Hey, what will I do? Oh, Jesus. Hey, if your menstruation happens to come out, you will just be like, hey, wait. It will just look like somebody died or something really happened. But if you are in a good mood and people are around you, supports you, give you that rest of mind, I think it's gonna be fine, and it's gonna be more okay, because you don't have anything to stress you up or worry you about. If you go very well in details, stress is one of the things that delays a woman from making a baby. It's too bad. It's that bad. Okay. So I don't want to be seeing it from the health aspect of it as a nurse, but I want us to be talking about as a just we as a human being, as members here, we know that this is a very delicate issue, and in a normal ground, it's not supposed. A woman is not supposed to be antagonized because of this, because you don't even know tomorrow. No, sometimes it's a destiny. Sometimes I have seen a woman that borns once in a 3 years. It's just in her lineage. So all you need to do is just give her that patience.
Host Oyoyo said she's in the background. You should let her in.
Okay, okay, darling. Nne mama Adaeze Oyibo. ewekwana nwanne ya iwe n'ịma na nekwa ewekwana nwanne ya iwe n'ịma na kedu ife a na-akpọ ya ebunitere m laptọpụ nwanne m nọ ewe n'iwe. Your sister wanted to upgrade. You understand?
Hi,
So
what's going on today? Are you giving us the church lady vibe today?
she in fact, the Mother Mary is coming out.
You look good. You're welcome.
You are really welcome, my darling. So can you introduce yourself, my lady?
Thank you, ladies of Hot Topic. Thank you, host. Thank you, the beautiful Mel. I appreciate you guys for holding forth. I apologize for being late, and it was intentional. Okay, I will say it was intentional.
Wow.
And I'm going to leave that in the chat room. Okay.
Okay.
And thank you all for being amazing. So my name is Ifi Oyoyundoki. Okay. And my channel name is Oyoyo's World. I have another cooking channel. I have a cooking channel, Oyoyundoki's Kitchen, and I have a brand new channel, Oyoyo Fresh. And so guys, you can check me out on whenever. Just type Oyoyundoki, Oyoyo Fresh, Oyoyo World. You're definitely going to see me. And I'm seeing my beautiful sister, the chat too. Spice it up with Onwadia. She's already calling me a church lady. So guys, I'm one of the ladies of Hot Topic, and I'm streaming live from US of A. Thank you for joining us. We have a very interesting topic to discuss today. So you guys are welcome. I'll be sharing this link as well so that others can join us. Thank you guys.
All right. So we're going to continue right now.
Sorry, I'm eating cactus fruit. Oh yeah, there's a fifth, I mean sixth channel. I'm hearing that one for the first time. Hey! Let me exclaim in my language. Stamina,
Also,
yes, so yes, Mel, that channel was just 2 days old. Yeah, 2 days old. So check it out as well. In fact, let me come in with it so that you guys will see the channel. But let me share you guys. Let me share this stream, please. Let me share you on my two platforms.
yes.
hello, thank you.
Hi.
I was expecting you back this fast.
I am so sorry.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi, Yo. Today, it's cold here, but I'm sweating.
My love, what did the Ochistonia family did to you now?
I'm looking for you on from my cooking channel. I can't find you. I want to share it there.
I don't know. I seem like Ochitona's channel is hard to find. I don't know why.
Maybe she's not making enough presence.
Like serious?
Right?
Yeah. I can't find you from my. You know the way you go to search on my.
Yeah, me too. I like to type in her name whenever I want to go to her channel. But we suggest to people to type your name more when they search for your channel, so you'll be more visible on YouTube.
Yeah, you can also do a hashtag Ochitonia's family on all your videos. That will help you. Yeah.
Okay. So it will be easy to find, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It gives the visibility.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, ladies. Nikki, my love, can you introduce yourself?
Please.
So the link, yeah. Constant is asking for link.
Oh. Okay, 1 minute.
All right, go ahead, Nikki.
Nikki, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome back once again to our topic for today with the ladies of Hot Topic. I am so sorry I'm very late, very, very late. I mean, it's been a hectic day for me, but I'm happy I'm finally here. So I'm Nikki Somi Ogom, and all my social media handle is Nikki Somi Ogom. And to say, we hit 100K followers today on our TikTok handle. So we've been like super excited.
You hit what, lady?
It was so fast. I don't even know. I don't even know how that thing happened. Like just like that, man.
Oh boy, crazy.
I mean, we don't join the
I'm happy for you,
crew.
darling.
So that is also our YouTube channel is still Nikisomi Ogom. We are gonna resurrect very soon because in fact we don't die before we go resurrect again. Just trying to build it one after the other, you know. So you can also check us out, the Ladies of Hot Topic. We have a Facebook page with the same name, Ladies of Hot Topic, LOHT. So I know it's not booming that much now, but very soon we're gonna like start making out something there. So thank you all so much, and I hope you enjoyed today's topic. Thank you.
Yes. All right. Okay.
Welcome, Nikki.
Thank you.
Mel, I think we have something to say about this. You know, getting a married woman quit from her married home, her matrimonial home. So we have to talk about it today and see what we have to say about it and the solution, what we think will be the solution to this. Okay, Mel.
Thank you very much, host. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted because my
We are used to
madam,
it.
people can hear her voice. She's here, so she's very busy with her children too.
Our madam.
Okay. All right. So first of all, Ella, please to stomach. Please to stomach. So I'll start by saying that getting a married woman out from a matrimonial home, I think it's more with our people. So I focus more on our people. And why I'm saying this, give me a second.
Is it kids there? Kids there. Good.
It has to be when I'm doing something. If I'm not doing something, she doesn't stay close to me. She will be in the other room, like doing her thing. But now I'm busy. She's here.
That is small kids for you. Yeah, that is kids for you.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'll say it's more rampant or common with our people. And why I'm saying that is because other people, I don't want to focus on one particular, let's say, continent or race or whatever, but other people are kind of quick to, if 1 or 2, 3 years, I don't even think most people wait till 3 years, you know, if kids are not forthcoming.
Sorry, Mel,
Both,
please host. Can you let Constance in? She's been there for a while now. Yeah, Mel, continue, please.
okay. Sorry, Constance. You've been hanging, right? Okay, so people don't necessarily wait for that long. They kind of go, both parties, both husband and wife, they go in to check themselves out, see if something is going on, try to know where the problem is coming from, and they know if they want to go for, you know, IVF or any other process if there is an issue, okay? But our people, it's almost like when this thing begins, when people get married, and maybe if you're not pregnant when you got married, and the first 1 year, they start looking at your tummy, even like friends, when you're looking at, when are you even getting pregnant? When are you know, those kind of things, they start saying it to you. And immediately, like automatically, people just assume that it is the fault of the woman. I don't know if it's because we don't educate so much about this. It's not necessarily about going to school, you know. There are certain ways that you can put information that everybody can get it, even someone sitting in their home, right? But maybe because we don't have this information out there, people feel like anything concerning infertility has to be with the woman. It cannot be an issue of like low sperm count or whatnot, right? So they just assume that yes, your wife is infertile. So it's either you're getting a new wife, a second wife, or you're divorcing that first wife and getting a brand new wife or something. So because they have that mentality that it is your fault, the woman, it is your fault, because after all, your mother had you and your siblings, that's if you have siblings, and that woman too had her own son that you got married to, and so on and so forth. And they can point other women around you that have had kids in their lifetime, and they just assume that the problem must be you. It cannot be your husband, it cannot be anything else. So hence, some people start pushing for you to leave the home in order to let in, according to most people say most times, is let the fertile one come in, okay? So that's what they say. So I think that's the reason why most times women are being thrown out of their homes. And because we do not have a system, or maybe we do, but our system doesn't necessarily back women up when it comes to so many things. So even when you're thrown out of the home, you really don't have where to fall back to. And if it happens to be a woman that is from a family that is not that, they don't know so much like the parents and all of that, they will just also assume that, okay, it's my child's fault. Meanwhile, all along, it could be the man's fault. And if the woman too, because they've not checked, she doesn't know, she will be blaming herself, thinking that this is her fault. So I feel in order to get this whole thing on the check, let me put it that way, it would be better if we educate ourselves and our people more. Some people are grown past the age of saying, like, we're going back to school and all of that. So I think there should be an event, there should be something that even people from the grassroots, the villages, it doesn't matter how far that community is, there should be a way that we can pass this information out there for people to know that when you see a couple that don't have kids, don't assume that it is the woman's fault. It could be the man's fault also. Okay, it could be something they are struggling medically that could be fixed actually if they get checked. Then people should go for checkups and don't assume that it's the woman's fault. So I will stop here, and as the conversation goes on, we can proceed. Thank you very much.
All right, Mel. Thank you so much for your contribution. Oyom,
Can you see the what Spice It Up, bro? She said you should take down the StreamYard write up so that you
I
can
have
see.
seen it, but the issue is that I'm still battling how to do it.
I think she's telling you how. She said top banner, then click on it to take it down. Top
She
banner.
said top banner, then click on it to take it off. Top banner.
The noise is coming from somewhere.
Yeah, I know. Okay, go on, Oyom.
All right, thank you so much, host. I will first of all, Mel was very polite. She didn't want to call names, the people that are involved in this act, but I'm sorry, I won't be that polite because a lot of women, they've a lot actually passed. I don't want to use the word because of YouTube.
You see me?
Yeah, it is known in Africa.
It seems like I'm
Okay.
invisible. Even though it could not even welcome me or allow me to introduce myself.
I'm so sorry. Go ahead, sweetheart. Please introduce
Bring your
yourself.
blood, they all
I'm so sorry, oh, my love. Please, please, do, please.
your blood, they all today. Of course, we noticed you, okay?
Yeah, no go talk, but if I talk that they go attack me.
Madam,
Madam, Her Excellency.
They don't they vex for me.
you have seen at the background. We forgot
After Grace God beats me finish, I come here.
Ah, Ray beats you. Ah, hey. Upon say so,
No
somebody say
vex, no vex. If I put hang for there, several Australia, leave you there hang. No vex. Introduce yourself.
Should I?
we have known you now. Just introduce. How can you take this down?
Hello, everyone. Good evening. My name is Constance Chine. I am one of the list of Hot Topic, and my channel name is Constance Space, Facebook, TikTok. So do well to check me out. You guys are welcome to today's episode. Let's hear your thoughts and share our different unpopular opinion. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right, thank you so much, Constance. Don't be offended, my darling.
I'm offended. We'll settle later in the backyard.
Don't kill us, so okay, my darling. Oyom, you can go on now, darling.
Thank you. So we are talking about why women are being driven out of their matrimonial home because of childlessness. It's very, very common in Africa, and I believe still practiced up until date. It might have changed a little bit from what it used to be in the past. In the olden days, it used to be if the woman is unable to have a child, the man is entitled to go and get another wife so that they can have at least children in the compound. and he's entitled to marry as many. But as time goes on, things started changing. The African continent started embracing more and more of Western civilization. By embracing Western civilization, they began to leave behind their own custom, their culture, their tradition, and then imbibing what the Western civilization was all about. And I must say here, interject here that Western civilization we are practicing is actually their culture. That's what they brought. Religion is their culture they brought to Africa. And we gradually, stylishly threw away our own culture because they already told us that what we are practicing is juju and is fetish and is evil and is bad. And people began to throw those away. But that's not the topic for discussion. So in those days, a woman or a wife, I wouldn't say they practically drove the woman away. The woman is still left in the compound, but they will marry a second wife or maybe marry multiple wives to make sure they have some form of procreation in that family. But when things withered down, that we began to take religion more seriously over our culture, we now start embracing one man, one wife situation. And now it became the trend that when you marry, you're married, and the man is not entitled to have children. And for women that got themselves into situation like this, that okay, I'm married and my wife or my husband, just me and me alone. So if barrenness comes into the issue, the equation, everything changes. Is either the mother of the man is beginning to tell her, "Nwa m nwoke, biko, I don't know how our lineage is going to close because you say you love this woman. My son, you can't be living in the same house with a fellow man. If she's a woman, she should produce children. That's what women do." So the thing is that most times we lay the blame. In fact, all the times, not just most times, the blame is laid on the woman. And nobody cares to know whether the woman is the problem or the man is the problem. The first blame is that the woman has failed to produce a child. Why are you living with a fellow man if she can't have babies? And then there are some kind of torturous word that could be said to that woman. It can get to her skin, and if she's unable to handle, most of them bow out by leaving. Some will even go and permit themselves or delay or do something drastically to take themselves their lives because of what the society is talking about them and what the immediate family that she's married to is talking about her. It's always a woman's fault when a man can produce a child. But thank God science has changed. Things have evolved. People are beginning to go to hospital to seek for solution. And people are now understanding that it's not just a woman's fault when a child bearing is the problem. It could be the man's fault. It could be the man does not have enough sperm to even make babies. And because things are beginning to change, people are beginning to walk around it differently. These days, a man will go and father many children outside and he's still married to the wife. Wait until that man dies. You see old names popping out. Hey, Christopher was born in 1901. Jacinta, my child, this one. And the thing is that this same man will tell his family members where all the children are, except the wife.
Yeah.
So when a woman finds herself in that situation, what is left? The moment the burial is over, just pack your things and know you're going to be kicked out.
Yeah.
Because all of them are working against you simply because you could not produce a child.
It's so sad.
And it's very, very sad. And the thing is that the man thinking he's giving birth to all the multiple children outside, they might not even be his own children.
Exactly.
It might even be their boyfriend servicing them, and they are busy producing children.
Some women make use of their desperation.
Yeah. So the thing is that women are still going through it. Women are still going through that situation. But we'll keep talking. Now we know it's not only it doesn't take just a woman to be barren. A man is also barren. No, I don't know what it's called in medical science. Mel, you help us here. Is it just a woman that is barren? So, host, I'm going to stop here so that my fellow hostess will also contribute.
You have done well, my darling. Thank you so much. Oyoyo. Thank you so much. And we should say that your contribution makes a very big difference, and we understood it so much. Nikki, my love.
Oh, the sound again. We can hardly hear you.
You're not
Please,
audible.
Coming from us.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, but
Can
not audible enough.
Yeah, maybe you
Okay.
need to check if you have two streams on.
Okay.
It's because of the fan. I'm
Okay.
on the fan. Okay, thank you so much, Oyoyo. Thank you so much. I
Um.
think you contributed and we understood what you said, and it's very good. Thank you so much, Nikki.
Okay. Before I continue, yeah, I don't know if it's possible because some men are attacking me here. They say no only women they here. Say we know the normal.
Hey! Yes, anybody that wants to come up,
I
feel
don't know.
free.
I don't know if it's possible for us to get a man that will make us number 6.
If
from those-
anybody wants to come up from you now, let that person feel free. Just copy the link and give the
No,
person.
the thing is that they are watching me from Facebook, okay, not on YouTube.
Oh,
And I don't know how to even do this to maybe drop the link
Uh,
because somebody
the
here.
thing is, people should be able to drop their opinion, and of course, StreamYard, you can bring 6 persons at a time. So
yeah,
if the person wants to, the person can come over
yeah.
to YouTube
Because I
and
know it's
jump on the
very
link, drop your opinion,
yeah.
okay, and then when you're done, you can drop and go back to Facebook and continue watching.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so at any point, any day we're treating any topic, it is always open. The host has said it in the beginning also. You can jump on the link if you want to say something, and when you're done saying it, you can step down. And of course, we're open to taking other people's, both males' input. So, of course.
Yeah, I'm trying. This is Facebook. I'm just trying to see. Let me just type the name, Australian family. If you can find it on YouTube, then you'll be able to because he really wants to join. Like he has been, he thinks I don't want him to join, but I dropped the number that he can call him. But he says,
But this is a very hot topic, the bomb. Because
yeah,
everybody, every day we see this
he's not the first person
problem.
telling me this. So it's more like they feel like okay, this is only about women and all that. And sometimes, like when we're talking, we are only focusing on women. We're only supporting women. That's all the always
No,
like. So
no.
that's what it is.
But they should go.
A good example is you have the View from the US, and you have the program by, is it TVC or what, in Nigeria? People staying in Nigeria, those are all ladies in the panel, but you can discuss all topic. It doesn't necessarily mean that just because all women are on the panel that they cannot, if it's something that the men are in the right and the women are in the wrong, doesn't mean that we're going to sugarcoat it now as women. We're going to still say it. So feel free to jump on the link at any point. And we also used to drop numbers sometimes, so you can also call in through the number
Yes.
and join the conversation. So don't feel bad. It is an open
Nikki, do you have
conversation.
any number to drop?
I've dropped the number for them. You can still drop it over there. I've dropped the number here for him. The link. I don't know how I can go out of this place now to copy the link
All
because
right.
if I go off, that means I'm going off Facebook.
Okay.
So you can still type the number there on this thing.
Okay.
Wait, let me get the number out. Well, if we can actually
Oh,
get
because
a
can
man that
I? Maybe
Should
I
we
drop
spell
mine.
out the
Let me drop
name
mine.
of the channel? So,
I
but
type.
anyway, discussing about
Let
Nikki,
me
that's a
drop
topic
mine.
that we
Don't
take
worry.
to after
Constance,
the
is
show.
it
We can
possible for
discuss
okay, maybe you're live on your own channel too,
on
because if it's
WhatsApp.
possible for you to get the
Eh?
link and then go to my live now and drop it on the comment
Am
section
I
there.
one?
Okay, no, don't worry. I know
I
what to
didn't hear
do.
you.
I'll use my second phone to do that. Don't worry. No, I wanted
Okay.
to. Yeah, let me use my second phone to do that. I didn't even think of it.
Okay, so to keep it going, while she's doing that, then I think Constance should
Yeah,
go
please.
ahead. So by the time Nikki is done, Nikki can give her input.
Yeah, whoever that is willing to join the conversation, there is a number in the chat here. You can come over to YouTube. You can use Nikki's name to search for Ochitonia. You go
Yeah.
to Nikki's YouTube channel, check her community page. You find Ochitonia shared in the community page. So, Nikki, if you haven't shared Ochitonia, please kindly do so.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
All right. So Are we good, ladies? Should we ride on?
Sure.
Yeah.
You can take over, Constance. Let me do this thing now.
Okay.
Right, Constance, please.
Okay. So I must say this is a very, should I say interesting? Should I use interesting? Like the topic is it's emotional. It's an emotional topic because at the end of the day, when it comes to childlessness, it's always the fault of the woman. Like we are always the one bearing the cross. And when it comes to marriage in general, women are always the one bearing the whole cross. Like everything is just the women, you understand? So, like Oyoyo said, before now, like in the olden days, like women go through a lot once they are childlessness, once they cannot give birth. And at the end of the day, then polygamy was allowed. They married 2 or 3 wives to give birth to children and all that. But I think science has made it very possible for women these days. Like, if a woman cannot give birth, either they go through IVF and every other method. But at the end of the day, not everybody can afford IVF, you understand? Then again, when they say a woman, people are very quick to call a woman barren, you understand? And once a woman gets married, like after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, the womb washers take over their job. Like they start wanting to notice if your tummy has started growing. Like, some people sometimes they even get married and decide to take maybe for 1 year, not giving birth. Like they just want to have their life. Because at the end of the day, once the child start coming, that is responsibility, you understand? So by the end of the day, people will start looking, Joe, 1 year, they never get birth. What are they waiting for? It's like she's barren, you understand? But people fail to understand that most times, because recently I get found out that most times it's actually the men's fault. You understand? It's either the man, I don't know, like what you said, I don't know if we should call the men barren too, or it's either they have low sperm count. You understand? I know, close the door. I know of a lady that got married like years after her marriage. There was no issue, no childbirth and all that. And every finger was pointing at her. You understand? At some point, she got tired of everything. She had to quit the marriage. Then she now got married, and now I think she has two or three children now. You understand? So most times it's not always the woman's fault, but this is something we have to make the public understand. But at the end of the day, every finger is always pointing at the woman, calling her barren, calling her witch, or saying she has finished aborting all her children and all that. And the woman might be innocent. Why most men will now accuse most men might even know that they are at fault. Why some will not know, then accuse their wife of being the one that is barren, then go outside. And once the child chick found out that he is looking for a woman to give him a child or a boy, and they have tried several times and they could not get pregnant, they go out there, get pregnant, and then impose the pregnancy on the man, claiming that he's the father. So sometimes most ladies take advantage of this situation and then put to bed, and at the end of the day, the man will claim that he has a child outside. Now faulting the woman that she's the one at fault. After all, he has a woman that has given him a boy or a girl. Whereas the problem could be from the man. So now you chasing the woman out of her husband's house because she's been put to bed is, to me, I feel is an act of wickedness. At the end of the day, there could be different problems to this, and there should also be solutions to all these problems. And for example, again, if you get married to a man and you guys, maybe you met the man average, or he was just trying to stand on his feet, then you guys got married, build your wealth together, everything, like build yourself together, and at the end of the day childlessness occur, and you have been finding it difficult to conceive, put to bed and all that. At the end of the day, the man now goes outside to have a child, either maybe the child is his or not. Then they now come in to treat you like a pauper, like make you feel dejected, like make you feel you have no hope in life. You understand? After suffering with the man, it's actually very heartbreaking. That's why I say this topic sometimes, because when I see women that are going through it, or when I hear stories about it, like it's actually very painful. When the woman has labored with you, has been had everything with you, and because she has been unable to give you a child, whether it's her fault or not, at the end of the day, she's the one that suffers the consequences. So at the end of the day, I just feel like there should be a balance to all these things. If you are married and at some point after 6 months, 1 year, the child is not coming, you both should go to the hospital, check yourself, and know where the problem is coming from. It could be from the woman, it could be from the man. And at the end of the day, science has made it possible that now there are solutions. You understand? I know of a woman that had a major operation, and she was finding it difficult to conceive. But at some point, they gave her time. After some years later, she went and she conceived with IVF, and now she has a baby. So science has made everything possible. So these days now, we have come to the age whereby they shouldn't make only the women suffer the consequences. If we can search for a solution and make sure everybody's happy, let's do so. So the blame shouldn't be only on the woman. After the woman has helped you build your wealth and everything, you now throw her aside and think you go and get a woman that is fertile. When you guys can actually find a solution to the problem, but you just want to go out of your own way and do what pleases you, because at the end of the day you feel she's barren. Maybe I'll stop here. I'll stop for now, and
Yeah,
let's
I
see
want
from
to
now on. I'll
add to
continue
what
to do
Constance said.
whatever I have to say later.
I want to add a few things to what Constance said. Constance, you really spoke well
Austin,
on
are you
this.
there?
Yeah, I think she can hear us. Hello. Okay. I want to add a few things to what Constance said. I know of a woman. She was married. The husband lived here. The man refused to bring the wife to the US, and the woman stayed for about 10 years in the US, maybe about 9 or to 10 years. He came in maybe 2 times after the marriage, not knowing that the man was, I don't know, some men are naturally wicked, okay? Likewise, some women are wicked. So when the woman eventually got to the US, her aim was to hurry up. She has wasted 10 years of her life. Let's see how we can make babies. She's talking about babies. The man is not talking about babies. She didn't know on time that the man was waiting for her to get to 40. Okay. So she was doing everything. Let's go to hospital. Let's find out what's going on. I've checked on myself. These are my medical reports from Nigeria. Why is it that we're not having babies? You understand? The man said, don't worry about it. Children will come when they will come. Blah, 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 blah. Why are you so worried about this? This woman started talking about this before I had my first child. My daughter is 12. So the man was not willing. When the woman was now 38 years old, that's when the man agreed to go to the hospital for the first time. So after spending a woman 17 or 18 years waiting for you because she wants to remain married, the man now went to the hospital. They now saw that the man had no way of getting the woman pregnant. And this man knew that he couldn't. So he wasted that woman's years. Do you think that woman will ever forgive that man? You know, when we talk about barren, people think it's not just a woman's problem. It's not only a woman's problem. So now the moment the woman got to 40, eventually say, you know, in America here, once you're 40, they will tell you not to have children. So
And this is an act of wickedness. This is pure wickedness.
So he
and
was
all this while all fingers has been pointing to the woman.
At the woman. That after all, your husband came to Nigeria and stayed for 2 weeks, you would have gotten pregnant. You know, in 10 years, he came twice. Then when she now eventually came here, 9 years after, the man did not want to go to hospital.
A lady could not endure it. She had to walk out of the marriage. Now she has three kids.
She left, but she, you know, her time is past, you know, in terms of childbearing. So this is just one example of what women go through, all in the name I want to remain Mrs.
But her time is not necessarily past, you know.
Yeah,
it depends on when you start seeing your period, right? Some people start seeing early, so their period stops early. So people that started seeing later, they might have more opportunity. So at that 38 to 40, I think it's still possible for her to have her child. I'm trying to think how old my mom was when she had her last child, although it comes with a lot of, you know, she became hypertensive and all of that. But I believe my mom was around 40 something. She had her last child. Because
you're right. You can still have children at 40, 41, 42, 43. But in the US here, it's not advisable. Who is she having that child with? Is it a man that could not impregnate her when in her most fertile period? Do you understand? So she
No, no,
read.
not with him. She should have left. If it's me, I'm going to leave, and if I have to go back home, I'm going. And I don't even need at that point. I don't need a husband. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm just
that's
going
Yeah,
to
investigator.
get either I'm going to get it through the hospital, or I'm just going to get high, fire down, in the purpose of getting a child, and that's it. Because
yeah.
I know that I don't have time to waste.
You know,
Whichever the case may be,
this
getting
woman's
pregnant is
story,
key.
this woman's story is very touchy because some
It
people,
is sad.
some people are just they are one-way traffic. They just, okay, I am married and that is it. You understand? They
Exactly.
don't want to like think, okay, this marriage if it's not working, let me walk away. Do you understand? I want to have children. This man is not interested in having children. You get what I'm saying? But my take here, why so wicked? Why so mean? If you knew quite well you have this medical problem, why do you rope somebody into it? You could have told the lady, you know what, I can't have a child, maybe we should try IVF. And the IVF is not cheap. When I mean
Exactly.
IVF is not cheap, I know of a sister here, she did 4 failed IVF.
Hello. Sorry, my darling. Sorry. Hello, Kingsley. You're finally here. We recognize you, my dear. We are still waiting for your opinion. Okay? Go
Nikki
on.
is yet to give her
Yes,
opinion.
Yeah.
And something else I wanted to say to you, Nikki, if someone wants to call in through your live, if they're watching you on Facebook, they will be able to call in, right? Through your live.
trauma. Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can. But you guys cannot see them because I face this like this.
Okay, because I was thinking if somebody wanted to say something, we could hear the person's opinion and
That's why we
respond
give
if the
them the
person
WhatsApp
wanted
number to call.
to
So it's
call. Okay.
You
WhatsApp.
can
Yeah.
also
All
turn
right,
it.
so
You can also turn it
it's
and turn
Nikki's
your phone
turn to
like
give
look
her
at
own
you.
opinion on it.
All right, Oyoyo, go on, my darling. Sorry.
No, Nikki, let's Nikki go ahead and
Okay,
give her
Nikki, dear.
opinion.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Jehovah. I don't even know what to say, but
Matter plenty.
I mean, why I don't know why I'm feeling this way because I know I have two people that are so dear to me at this point in time that are going through this issue of childlessness. And the truth is that in as much as we talk and all that, but you don't know what these people go through. You don't know what they go through. And coupled with if the person now have a husband that doesn't even care, that doesn't even give a damn, that always put the blame on her. Okay, let's do this, let's do that one, let's go to the hospital for a checkup, let's do that one. It's not my problem. Other women are getting pregnant. Why are you not getting pregnant? I'm a strong man. I'm this one. I know how to fire down. I know how to do this one. I eat healthy, blah, 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 blah. But without knowing that it didn't end there. There are still more to those things. And a man that will even think of chasing a woman out of his home because this woman did not give you. Yes, sometimes yes, when we get married, so it's not all about. We are not just getting married to start giving birth to kids. I know there are a lot of reasons why people get married. Sometimes not even sometimes to have a companion, to have someone they will call a partner they can always talk to. Children are actually one of those things, yes. But then, if eventually,
Yes, of course,
it's
you can.
it's
You can. So sorry, Angel. Oh, my dear is asking if she can come up online. You can.
Sorry, Nikki. Yeah, Owadia had said something, a comment that was really vital, but because we had a lot, we didn't read it. So I think if she would jump on, because she too, she's after Nikki finish, she'll be able to give us some points.
so a man that will not take it easy with the wife when something like this happens. I believe this man does not love the wife because a man that loves the woman knows that when a woman maybe after a year or 2 years, sometimes there will be an agreement between this couple that okay, after a year of our marriage, let's just use 1 year to enjoy ourselves. Let's just still flex for 1 year or so. So, you know, we outside might be the one judging them that, she never even get better. Waiting happen. Are you sure she's not this one? Are you sure she's not that one? Some of those couples, sometimes they'll just tell themselves, okay, if we get married, let's give ourselves 1 year to still tell the world, to still do this one, because we know that once kids start coming now, they will tire. Yeah, that can happen. But sometimes it might be that we have been trying, but it's not coming forth. So what happens if you truly love this woman? All you can do is look for a solution to it. And there are a lot of solutions, just like Constance said. But I will not even talk about the IVF part because it's not everybody that can afford IVF. That's a very expensive. Like
Very expensive.
now that they feel like people are always jumping into it now, they make it even more expensive. Even adoption now is very expensive. So it's not like getting all those things. That's why if God give it to you naturally, I mean,
you know, it's so funny that people even now gossip with the IVF. Like when you conceive through IVF, they see it as something that, as in, they see it as something. How will I put it? Like you didn't conceive the normal way. Like they see that you're not a real woman. Like,
ladies, can you hear reader Kingsley?
Yes, I just pinned it now. Kingsley, you can also use the link and come up since it's.
Let me tell you from my own experience.
Okay, I say, let me tell from my own experience. 85% of men are the problem of childlessness, and 15% are from women, because what you give the woman is what she will deliver, and it is understanding to solve it. Woo! You just said it.
But this was exactly what I said at the beginning when I started saying my own, that most men are mostly.
But wait, sorry, Constant. Sorry, Constant, not to cut you short. What Kingsley is saying, from what I'm reading, sounds like Kingsley is talking about, it's almost like it's about the sex of the child, because he said what you give.
Yeah.
When you're talking about the sex of a child, that's when you talk about what you give.
When a man releases a low sperm count inside the woman, she will not conceive. So it's always what the woman receives.
And when the woman has issues, and when the woman has issues too, even if that man's sperm is
any woman that is very fertile, any woman that is very fertile, do you know just a drop of that thing? Just a drop of it.
If that thing is only
if the sperm is fertile,
exactly.
If the sperm is fertile, if it's an infertile, if you like, pour the drum, it will not germinate.
Some might even be thick, but they are not nonsense.
You might be seeing it as a drop, but don't forget that thing you look at as a drop has millions of inside that you will not see with the physical eye.
I think
only when you're using the microscope.
I have a question to ask my dear ladies. If someone's
Nikki is yet to round up, let's not forget.
Nikki
is yet to round up.
Not Nikki, 1 minute. So sorry. If someone's sperm is too small, as in too small that I can't even see.
I can see if someone is inside there. I can see Izuchukwu King Madubike.
Okay.
All like right. You want to jump in.
I'm seeing
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Where are you coming from?
Brother, you brought the shoe too.
Where is you coming from?
I'm coming from Nigeria.
Okay. Which side of Nigeria? Sorry.
I want to know, is it from which is it from the link here or let's
it
know.
Should be from
Facebook.
It should be from
Facebook.
We
can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yes.
Hello.
Okay,
now I can hear you perfectly.
Yeah, he's the one.
Okay. Let me give some contribution to your conversation. No, as
please,
a man,
if you don't mind, start by introducing yourself.
I'll come up for age.
You and people that will watch
I have experienced such.
Are you the one chatting me on Facebook that you want to join? I want to know. That's what
Okay. My name is Izuchu.
Did you join from Facebook? Did you join from my link on Facebook?
Hello?
Did you join from my link on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm the same one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I just want to know.
yeah, I'm the one.
Okay.
Yes,
All right. Let's finally hear your
I'm the one.
opinion.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Oh, I'm from there to YouTube, for YouTube, and I join.
You really want to join? Thank you for coming.
I know I'm from Facebook to YouTube.
Okay, you tried. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you very much.
So
God bless you. We
yeah, my
appreciate
name
it.
is Chuku Bazurike. Yes. Let me give you some, my own suggestion too. I'm a man. Yes. I want to give some contribution because I have solved many problems.
Network. Right, Niger network, no be small.
All right, while we wait for his network,
All right,
may
can you
someone
hear us?
continue, please?
Oh, we lost it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Nikki, can
Nikki,
you
yeah, Nikki, you go ahead. So probably before he's gonna jump back on the link,
before you
maybe you
got
might have
your
rounded up.
spot.
All right. So all I'm saying is that any man that will think that we even have that we even think about sending a woman out of his home for not giving him a child, automatically this man doesn't love the woman, and the reason why he married that woman is just for that purpose, not for anything again. And just like Oyo said, I know if I can understand Oyo very well with what she said, that religion came in and then spoil everything about this thing. That also say this religion saying that men have to marry one wife. If you marry the second one, is a sin, Abby. Isn't that, if that's what religion
Yeah,
says,
yeah, that's what. Yeah.
is a sin, okay? But I know my father married 3 wives. I don't know whether he didn't, but his own getting married to 3 wives is not because of childlessness or so. If like my partner fine man, she get, so I don't know whether not because of that thing. Women just they feel
Hello,
I'm
I'm back. Network is the problem. Yeah. Sorry for the interruption.
all right. So you can go ahead.
As I was saying, I'll solve many problems like this. Though I'm not a problem solver, but I have everyone has his own gift. Yeah, this issue of childlessness. I can understand that Bible says nobody is childless and nobody is barren. So the problem we face, 85% of men are the problem. I'm a man. Are you getting me? I've seen many. I've seen on 99, so getting to 100 is not much. So some women too have some secretive. They don't used to tell their husband. And some men, they don't understand and they can never be, they can't give listening ear to what they call it, advice. For example, now a man can be a drunkard. He can be drinking. No, alcohol is very wrong. When you are seeking for a child, you don't need to be drinking much. Are you getting me? You don't need to be taking alcohol much as a man. All this is also lead to childlessness. A woman is what you give to a woman is what you will deliver.
God bless
Some
you.
men will tell you their wife will. Hello?
We can hear you.
You say something? So, as I'm saying, a woman is what you give the woman is what she will deliver. So every woman has 100% of getting pregnant. Only 15% of women don't have secretive that make them not to get pregnant. Any
Exactly.
other thing is for man, not for woman. So any man chases his wife out because she is childless. That man need to be tested. Need to take to psychiatrist to know what's the problem, what's wrong with that man. I'm telling you, what I'm telling you is authentic truth. I met a woman. I met a woman. Just by just a friend in the street. Yeah, and we are just discussing. Now saw me saying, let me just tell you this. I don't know what push her. Tell me, can you believe that this is my 14 years of marriage without have child? I say, this marriage 14 years. And what's the problem? They started have gone to every churches, drink every medicine, blah blah blah. I said, let me tell you, the problem you are having. The thing just came into me. I say, the problem you are passing through is stress. The woman was like, what is stress? I said, what's your husband do? He said he's a driver. I said, oh, and you are cooking food. So okay, after all the day work, your husband came in. She will not rest. And you are cooking. Every time you are on fire. Your husband in the driving seat is on fire. And when you get home, you know of you will have rest. You will jump in, jump out. You want the thing to produce or what? What are you skipping? It doesn't work that way. Give yourself a time. Let your husband give yourself a time. Let us see what will happen. As God may have it, honestly speaking, the man vehicle spoiled for 3 months.
Wow.
You know what happened? After 4 days, I didn't see the woman for over, I think, 3 months or 4 months back. And I came to the street again. I saw her. She was pregnant. I was surprised. I walked to her and say, hey, woman, is it you? He says, see me, oh. God have done it to you. I said, what happened? He said, see my husband's car now. I said, what happened? He said, the car parked for 3 months.
Yeah.
I said, what did I tell you?
Fire by fire.
I said, what did I tell you? The man, honestly speaking, I tell the woman, let me tell you. You know what you will bring to me? Lamb. Don't take my glory to your church. I'm the one that did it, not your pastor. After that, you go and carry my grandma and go and give me a pastor. Praise God. It's God and pastor that no, don't try it too. God go and buy me the lamb. He say no problem. Say we will do it. That day we come here, we come to the church. I will be the person that I say. I never go to that church. God give me the lamb. So that's the problem. You see, many women, the problem is not from them. The problem is from the man. Some of them don't have this. Some of them don't know how to solve the problem, and they cannot say it out. They will be hiding it.
Some are shy.
You see, so some are shy. They can't say it. So any man telling you chasing his wife out because she is childless, she is smart. That man is smart. And two, so women should help themselves too. Some are into some spiritual problem. Maybe they have many covenants wherever come back that they should not give birth on the earth, and they wouldn't say it out. They say that because the covenant they say it, they will die. This and that. I've seen men too. I honestly speaking, I'm telling you what I saw. I've seen men. So it's not a new thing to me. So that's why I say I should join. Let me say it out. Because many people don't know where the problem is. Not for the women. Only 15% of women are secretive. And the fault mostly is for man, not for women. Though sexual STD can be a problem, but that is few. You understand? That is few. Let some women tell themselves the truth, and let men tell themselves the truth.
What about
we don't need to die in silence.
Low sperm count?
Thank you. The issue of low sperm count or whatever is a simple something. You can address it by yourself. Change the diet you are taking.
Exactly.
Change your diet. All those is when you are the drunkard. You can't tell me your sperm can produce what you want for you to get shine. A drunkard can never give you a good shine. It's only by mistake. Are you getting me? So those sperm counts is a diet. Change your food, the type of food you eat. Then the woman too. They know all these women now, they like your junk food. All the fry. When you are seeking for a child, you don't need all those things. Abstain from it. Change your diet.
This same thing as
you understand me? Not too much of fry things. All this is also lead to a woman not conceived. And even the man owns the worst because the man is the one that will provide it. And for the woman to have ovulation and that the ovulation period will coming out regularly, change your food.
All
Low
right.
stem
Thank you so
like
much.
it's
Thank you
just
so much for your contribution.
Honestly,
Thank you so much for your contribution.
hello.
We really appreciate. Thank you so much for your contribution. We appreciate your contribution today. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. He has gone, all right?
Yeah, maybe network.
No, I
Yeah.
think it's network. When he did his introduction, he did not tell us what he does, so we don't know if he was speaking from medical angle or he
Traditional
was
angle.
speaking
Yes.
generally or he was talking from
I think
traditional, because he
generally.
kind of throw in a whole lot. And
Because I
well,
have this question that has been coming on my mind and I want to ask it. And he would have been in a better position to answer this, not to you, my ladies. Okay. I was on it before he came up. I was asking this small span. When you see a small span, instead of, there are some sand that will come out, it will be bulky. And some will come out just like Oyo just said, that it's not about how big it is. They might pour it with one bucket. It will still not make or yield anything. So I'm asking if the tiny ones, can the tiny ones still work even though you didn't see it? Because some
anyway, before we answer that, let me ask you something. Host, you said the question you want to ask that he might be is it because he's a man and men produce sperm?
yes,
Or
yes,
that's
because
why you
he's
want?
a
Well,
man.
just because they produce sperm doesn't mean they know
They know
much about
anything about
sperm
it. Yeah.
Exactly.
more than
Yeah.
other people, So anybody that
No, because he
if you've
said
done the
no
research, you can
bondo.
But Oloyo, I was asking
He
question, no, but nobody heard me. I was
declared
I
it.
heard what you asked. I
Yeah.
heard your
watering fan
question.
and low. Is it same thing?
Sperm is sperm. You understand? When you sincerely, let me first of all start with Tonia's question. Tonia, Mel had answered you a little bit about it, but the only thing I will tell you here, if you really want to know more about having or anybody going through that process, you please see a doctor. We are by no means professionals in terms of determining what kind of sperm can produce and the one that cannot produce. So we want to keep it at this point so that people will not be misguided. Okay, if you need to find out or have questions about the kind of quality of sperm or the sperm that can produce a child, please consult your physician.
Constance, just to say, just because a sperm is watery doesn't necessarily mean that it will not do the work
Yeah.
that it's supposed to do. And just because a sperm is very thick, like condensed milk, still doesn't necessarily mean that it can produce a child. And even people with low sperm count can still have kids.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the road for them. It's just that it might not be as someone that doesn't have any issue. Okay, it just means the person is producing more stuff that can work, that is alive, as it's getting into the woman. That's why earlier I had said, even if the man has so much and all his everything is working, if the woman stuff is not really working, then there's still a problem. And there are so many things that can lead to that. Okay, so wrong timing also. Some people tell you they want to get pregnant, they don't know the right time to lay and get down. Some people don't know how to calculate their period. Okay, you don't know when is your safe time and when is not your safe time. So maybe the time that you're getting down might be when you're not.
This thing, this save time, there are, sometimes we do make mistakes there. That's why it's better to use this that's their digital test for it, like for you to be accurate on that. Some of us would be like, when you start seeing the white thing, when you start seeing the pap, when you start seeing that one, when you start seeing the watery thing, slippery thing, and things like that. I think it's actually better to use that which they have given to us that makes those things easier, because sometimes we feel like, we believe that every woman that has a 28-day cycle, that her ovulation day is always on the 14th day. That is what everyone of us, that is what we believe. Okay,
but you don't have to because they say that it's the 14th doesn't mean you have to wait until the 14th day. Now you can start from 11th. You can start from day 11.
I understand, but do you know that
It just means, Nikki, it just simply means that that's the period where you are most likely to. So it's better you start from the
but you
11th.
know, sometimes that
ladies,
14th day, no
ladies, let
woman.
me just
You
tell
you
you.
know,
Let me
sometimes
just
that
tell you
14th
how
day.
I
Don't me
usually
say
do it.
something much here. When I just the jump for my mouth. I never talk anything here. I just sit down like this. They look. I've not said anything much. Let me talk.
Nikki,
So
sorry.
that 14th day, I nearly forgot this. Now I wanted to the one I've been saying before. I've forgotten it. You want to make me that 14th day, and I told you people I'm living on time today. Sorry, Jerry. Let me just say, the 14th day that we always believe that that's our ovulation day. Sometimes that 14th day is now our ovulation.
Sonia, your fan is
But
bad.
Nikki,
Sonia,
host,
mute
turn off
yourself.
that fan, please. Get a paper, get something to fan yourself.
So sometimes that 14th day we don't usually ovulate. Some of us
Nikki, can I say something, please?
But Nikki, you're judging from, sorry, just a
Yeah,
second before you go in. You're judging from people with 28. You forget that some people don't have 28
I
days
know,
cycle.
Mel, can I say
know.
something, please? I
Yeah,
need us
go
to
ahead.
know that we have people watching us and listening to us, and these are medical advice.
Hello, thank you
Please,
so much for joining,
let's
ladies.
keep it on our conversation level. They should seek for medical help, get a physician, talk to your physician, talk to your primary health care. We are not here to tell you which method, which way, what to use. Go straight to your doctor and get it.
You should understand something now as well. Understand that we are over here. We can actually walk up to these people and ask our questions and all that. But remember, Nigeria, before you go and do all those things, you have to pay for it. What if they don't have money to do so? What if
See,
they don't have money to go and
Nikki, whether they have money to do it, they don't have anybody interested in having a child or going through infertility should do the research, see their doctor first. Before you go online and start getting information, talk to your primary care physician. They will be able to work with your cycle for 3 months at least to determine when your ovulation is right. You can't just say because your period was 28. No, they will work with you with 3 months. You understand?
That is it. Doing all those things requires money. I'm now talking about what about those people that does not have it?
If they don't have money, they have midwives, they have mothers, they have people they can talk to professionally. That's what I'm saying. Let's not get into what they can do.
But you know that even if they go to all those midwives, they will still tell them the same thing. If you start seeing the slippery thing, if you start seeing your white pap, if you start, that is the thing they tell. Even there's this lady that she was trying for a baby boy, and then that is the teaching they always give to them. She did her own, in as much as everything worked out fine for her. She did her own through going to the hospital, asking questions, and they were telling her, okay, when you start seeing something like this and like this. But what I'm saying is this, yeah.
Nikki, sorry.
I'm only saying,
Man, you're welcome, sir.
Okay, Nikki, you know what we are saying? Assuming I have a certification attached to my name, I can give that advice. But since I don't, I can't.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
we are
if
only
they are going through,
and what I'm talking about, when I say something about ovulation, we that have this 28-day cycle. I know, yes, there are people that have 32, 31, 30, and all that. I'm talking about those that have 28-day cycle. I'm only talking from experience. I'm not giving anybody advice. This is just from my own experience, because I know since I've been on this 28-day cycle, they will always tell me your ovulation is on 14, on the 14, and I believe
I'm happy you're saying your own experience.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Where I interjected was when you were saying it's always good for them to go and buy this. That was when I interjected. No.
But at the end of the day,
it's your experience.
Okay. Because if I did not check with that, I wouldn't know that my ovulation is not on the 14th. That was what made me to know that my ovulation is not on the 14th day, in as much as my period is always on the 28th-day cycle. You understand? So
you're talking your experience, and I agree with that. So if you're telling somebody based on what you have experienced, they will understand it. We are not here as ladies of Hot Topic to tell them, go look for this and it's going to help you. Professionally, we are not licensed to do that. If they have those problems, they can seek help from their primary health care. It could be their physician, it could be a midwife, it could be any hospital they take their children to, or they take their family go to. They should seek help, professional help from those people.
Well, I'm saying from my own experience.
That's
Anybody,
great.
anybody that wants to try it is their own thing. I'm not trying to tell anybody, okay, you must try it. You just have to. I'm only saying that all the days of my life that I've been on 28-day cycle, even till I finish giving birth to my kids, I recently found out that my ovulation day is not on the 14th.
Why
understand?
some they
That is
accept
my
it?
that is my own experience.
When they are seeing their period, that's when they go
That
through
is when they are ovulating. That is just the
those
thing.
different
So you
times.
Okay, what
understand?
are you looking to find that one? What are you looking for?
So what do you mean? What am I looking for? It thinks I know one baby boy. They did now. Story for the girl. See this one. He asked me what am I looking for. My twin boys. You think they're not going to come soon?
What
Yeah.
are you looking for?
Let me
Find out
forget
your
you
question.
boys. So now, quick
Welcome,
like you go on. Let me try to comment. I think that one is interesting.
For joining us, and then thank you, Dominant Man, for joining us. Spice it up. If you're still here, you can jump up because she is been TTCing and she knows quite a lot too. This topic is actually centered on what she knows, what she's experienced, and what she's gone through, and what she's still going through. So if she's still here, please find the link and jump in. Let's hear from the first hand from someone who has gone through that. All of us are talking. Ochitonia has how many children? So she doesn't understand what it is to TTC. May has a beautiful. I don't really understand because you are thinking because I have children. I want to make more children now.
You want to make more children? Fine.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to make more children too. Okay. Hey. I'm not really even want these twin boys now. All of them just do body like still I don't want that. I want twin boys, so I'm shouting it now.
I'm not sure Constance wants any
I
more.
want 5 more children, okay?
Constance with who?
People push me aside now, eh?
Which one is with who? Which one is with who? With who? Well, she'll just go out there now and get pregnant now.
I wonder.
So with who? With who? What is with who?
Don't mind Tonya, leave her.
Out there.
She doesn't know what is going on.
Somebody's gone out there now. She'll be saying with who? With who?
Honestly, this particular topic is a very sensitive one because a lot of women are going through it, and a lot of mother-in-laws are not finding it funny. Brother-in-laws, sister-in-laws, they're not finding it funny.
Yeah.
And if we see any woman going through, or rather, if any woman hearing us today going through this situation, do not give up hope. That's the only thing I will say. There are still opportunities for you to have baby. If you have so much money as a woman, you can actually seek for artificial help. Why do I mean artificial help? You can go for surrogacy. You can do IVF. If you have done IVF and it failed, try surrogacy. If surrogacy is not working for you, please adopt a child.
Yeah.
There is a child out there looking for where to call home, a woman to call mother, and a family to call home. So these options are available. Okay, they are available. Don't give up hope. Adoption is
all these options are available if you have an understanding man, a man who understands, a man who wants to see you happy.
See, but why do you feel like if you have an understanding man? I don't think it has to do with understanding man.
A real woman shouldn't do.
No, Melly does. Constance has a point. Let me give you guys my story. My kids
but this boils down to what we said now, that people are seeing it as it's the fault of the woman. What if it's the man's fault? What does he need to understand in that situation?
Find out.
What if the woman is 100% okay and it's the man that
No, Mel, what Constance is saying.
Are you saying he's still not going to want to adopt?
No, whereby both parties are okay, you understand? And then the woman wants to adopt a child, you understand? Then you need an understanding man. I'm going to give her 2 examples. There is a man that I know. He had his first marriage. He had 2 boys. Then he married this lady eventually. The lady, I think at the time they married, she was already over 40. So getting pregnant was a bit difficult for them. So the woman went straight and told the man, I want to adopt a child. And the man was like, I don't want any more children in this house. I'm done with childbearing. I'm done with raising children. That I want to start enjoying my... The lady said, but I don't have any child of my own. The man refused.
Then eventually the man agreed and said it must be a child of 10 years old, from 10 years and up. The lady said, no, a 10-year-old child is already formed. You can't change that behavior. I don't want to get an adult as a child. I want a baby. The man refused. So what the woman did, she has family back home. They did all the arrangements. She went to Nigeria. They found a baby. She traveled to Nigeria, spent over 6 weeks in Nigeria and tidied up and carried her baby home back to the state. And by the time she came back to the state, she has already bought her own house, moved into her own house, and then called the man that, please, divorce papers are ready. I want you to sign them. And don't bother, I'm not coming back to the house, I've moved on. So there are women that they have the means, they have the ability and the mind to forge ahead with what they want to do. And it will still boil down to, if you so want a child and your husband is not willing and your marriage is not working, you don't have to remain there. You can still be a mother. You can still adopt your own child if you have the means. So that means every woman should be empowered financially to be able to attain to such needs and such goals.
Well, it's all about having that means actually, because I know it's not everybody that is financially okay, both the
I
man
tell
and the
you.
woman. So when it comes to that, really, that's why, in fact, everybody should just pray. Let this child come on its own. It's not easy looking for it. It's not easy looking for it. I don't even want to imagine what these people go through. I don't want to imagine what they go through, because I can remember during my own time where, before I had Chisom, only 3 months, now I not get belly. I just be like say, hey, in fact, I was already calling myself barren. Hey, I was already calling myself barren. I called my sisters and I was like, now, wow, I don't know what is going on with me. Or this is because I had a miscarriage. So there is no way you expect yourself to just conceive immediately, but I wasn't thinking about all those things. So I can't even imagine a woman staying. I mean, you really want this child, because I know there are some people that doesn't want it. That when they get married, they don't want to start immediately. They still want to enjoy themselves. Yes, but for those ones that really want it, I just don't want to imagine what this will go through. Seriously, I just don't want to imagine what they go through, especially when you now see the person who is supposed to be consoling them being the one to be making things worse. Family members from here to here. Come on, we need to chillax and know where this thing is coming from. Do you know, even when they don't have this child, but still they have somebody, the partner, the person they call partner is the one consoling them. Don't worry, just calm yourself down, everything will be fine. But I get scared again with the story Oyo told us about the man calming the wife down, but at the end of the day, this man had something else in mind. So
Exactly. Some of them are actually the fault, but they try to calm you down because they know what's
right?
What is the issue now? So how do we know those people that are really genuine, like that are genuinely, there to console us? You understand? Because with the story she told us, this man was busy saying, just calm down. A child will come when the child will come. Meanwhile, you have another agenda in mind. You have something else in mind. Are you? I don't even know. Like within the woman now, should be feeling like, my husband is really, my husband is really caring. No, this one, he's not even bothered. Most of us will always say, my husband is not bothered about it. He's not stressing me. He's not disturbing me. But as a woman, I don't think you should relax.
exactly.
As a woman, I don't think even if he's not stressing you, even if he's not
If he buys
disturbing
you
you,
a car
you should
every
relax.
year, don't
Because
relax.
at the end of the day, we are not trying to poison anybody's mind here. At the end of the day, nobody knows if this person has somebody else. Okay, let's use. Sorry, I'm bringing this thing back again. Let's use Yule Doshi as an example. Could you imagine if the first wife have not given birth? So the moment the second one was introduced with a son that is almost 1 year old, I mean, all of us go there. Oh, they've not given birth to for how many years now? They've been dating from when they were youths and all that, and see yes, and they're still living happily. They are still very. Meanwhile, somebody's raising a child out there.
Exactly.
See, Nikki, are you surprised?
So much
See,
love, like
Nikki,
they wouldn't want to
my schoolmate told me that in Abuja, one of our schoolmate, but the girl lives in Abuja. She's not my classmate, so I really don't know her very well. So the person that knows her very well was telling her what is going on in Abuja. That can you believe that a man has a wife
Oh, you're sorry. So sorry. Dominant man, you kept saying this and you kept
And host. I sent you something on the private chat. Please, can you go through that quickly, okay? And just
said a 10-year-old child is not an adult. If you ask me, I think a 10-year-old child is an adult, seriously, because they know a lot already.
How can you adopt a 10-year-old child? I mean, person will come my house all the time and say, "Who are you?"
They know a lot already, like a lot. It
now.
takes the grace of God for you to be able to reform
change,
that child.
mold that child. Correct.
Yeah.
Or you tell us the
better
story.
you take the child from
I think the point that I think the point she's trying to make is in classification of children from a newborn, a toddler, a 10-year-old. They
It's
don't
already formed.
classify them in that category. I think it's classification Uzo is talking about. But I think Oyoyo meant character-wise, they know what, to an extent, like they know
and
good from bad, and they know you're not their biological mom or whatever.
Adopted.
So at any point they could throw tantrum.
Mel, I actually want to say something on experience. My brother that is living, should I say a cousin? He's living in a let me just not call him, but he wanted a child because the both parents, him with the wife, are not making babies. So for so long, like 10 years, so they understand each other and they stays with each other till date. So they have to get a baby, they have to buy a baby. And my own sister happens to get them those of 3 days. 3 days. They gave birth and they took 3 days, just 3 days.
Tonya, please. I know you made a mistake. He's not buying a baby, so let's not say that. Use that word.
Okay. They adopted this child just 3 days. Okay, and these 3 days we have to nurture this child from that day, and these children grew up now knowing that this is just their parents. They don't know anything else far from that.
Yeah. What I will say here,
although some neighbors will still talk.
No, Tonya, see, in Nigeria, they look at adoption as a bad thing.
Yeah.
In the US, if you adopt a child, you must tell that child that she's adopted. She or he is adopted child. You must tell the child legally, I adopted because I want to have more babies. Or we tried to have babies, we couldn't, and I wanted somebody. So I brought you to fulfill that part of me. You understand? The child must be informed. If you adopt a child and you did not inform the child that she or he is adopted, you're already going against the law. But in Nigeria, they will pretend. I know of a woman, she had a baby, a stillbirth in Port Harcourt. And then before she left the hospital, they've already organized somebody for the woman. You understand? In Enugu, they had to bring a newborn baby all the way from Enugu to this woman in Port Harcourt. So she went home with that child so that the neighbors will not know what is going on. I mean, that's a lie that we love to cover up. Love a lot of, hide and seek game going on. The society allow it, the culture allow it, but over here, overseas, you must inform the child you are adopted. So that's the different thing in the culture. And the story I told you guys about, the man was, you see the way the girl handled her story? That is why we keep saying here, and I know Nikki in her Facebook channel, that's one of the things she screams on top of her roof. Women or whatever, find something doing. Empower yourself is very important. Assuming this woman has no means, of course she'll still come back to that and the man will start fighting her. She said no, that she's over 40. You understand? What is more? She needs to have her own child. This man already has his own children and you don't want me to have my own child. To hell with it. You understand? She moved on because she's financially empowered. The man cried, he was crying to his fellow men. They were laughing at him. When they told him, don't divorce your first wife, you let the woman go. Now you what? They laughed at him. They didn't even comfort him. They didn't empathize with him because they already know the kind of human being that man, is.
Let me also say something here. also said, I know someone who adopted a 12-year-old and the girl is well behaved. No guarantee adopting a baby will turn out well.
Yeah, it depends on what works for you. As for me, I can't adopt a grown child.
I
No,
can't either.
I can't. It's either I get you at a 0 age or I
Yeah.
get you at 3
What
years. I
highest,
can't even go beyond 3
yeah.
years. I can't go beyond 3 years.
I can't as well. No.
Yeah, because I want to play with you as a baby. I want to have those feelings. I want to raise you from
those bonds.
It wasn't my adult to say, no, there's a mommy that I want a red
Yeah,
dress.
it will look like they just get a help for you, in as much as they're not going to be treating the person as a help, but
Yeah.
look like, oh, they just get help for you, So that's just the thing. The baby is better, you train the child will see you as a mom. When they call you a mom, a mommy and all that, you answer with your full chest.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to say something. Constance, how come you didn't want us to see the beautiful hair on Instagram? How come? Why do you pack it all back?
Oh, the one that she made.
Yeah, the one she made videos. I've been looking at it. It's one of the reasons I came late today, watching all the videos. this one. Say she be village woman.
Voila. The hair is fine. The hair is fine.
100.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Dominant man, let me now address you. We understand you, we love you, but please, we are not here to talk about how to punish a woman. Please, we don't accept such comment in our meeting.
Oh, don't you remember dominant man?
It's so Tetonia to something. We don't accept such comments.
What brings about domestic and
don't let us
and the childless woman?
No, those two things doesn't even go together.
No,
because
dominant man is someone I always see him in people's life. Like he comes to distract the main subject. You understand?
Yeah.
I think he knows what he's doing.
And if that's the case, we shouldn't actually pay attention at all. Then
exactly.
Right, and then move on. So that's just the thing. We have interesting people that are watching us here, and they are contributing very, very well. Okay, somebody was writing here. Bonding is very important when it comes to adoption. So. Childlessness shouldn't cause a man to chase his wife away if love is involved. If love, this is another scary thing there. Even if the love is involved now, how do you even know? Because this first story you told us, the thing is just giving me goosebumps, like a man consoling the wife. What is there? Calm yourself down. And anyways, I would say that it's not even a big deal. Like if it continues like that, okay, no wala. You love me, you're consoling me. A child will come when a child will come, but let's still go to the hospital.
Go to the hospital.
I don't think it's a big deal.
Because if you truly love me, if you truly love me, there is no way you wouldn't even be the one to tell us, okay, you know what, let's go for checkup.
No, Nikki, do you know that? If you ask me, I think some men are actually scared of going to the hospital. Like they are scared of the turnout, like what the result could be. What if they say they are at fault? You understand?
That's the thing. He's a man that understands. Even if you are at fault, if you are at fault, that this woman would understand.
Some men, their ego can't take it. That's what I've come to find out now. Their ego of being the one at fault for not bearing a child cannot take it. So, and because every finger is always pointing at the woman always takes the blame.
But
so
Constance, you're talking about ego. I'm talking about over 18 years of deceit.
Exactly. He knows. You understand?
He knows now. He knew what he was doing.
Why some men don't know? So if their wife refused to, cannot get pregnant, and them also, as they've been trying, the child is not coming. Some of them are scared of going to the hospital.
But in this case, that man is wicked because why didn't you look for a solution to that, or even tell the woman this is what happened? Do you know some people, when something like this happens, I know it's very difficult and it's a very challenging thing to do. Yeah, you can actually say, okay, you talk to people, talk to family members, and all that. I don't know. You can do this. Is this sperm donor? How do they do it? Yeah. Just to make sure that the woman get pregnant. Yeah. Both of you are still living together, but you have that understanding. Let's do this as long as you have a child. as long as you're happy. And you know the
Yeah.
fault is coming from you. It's not like it's something that they can do.
Nikki,
It's
Nikki,
not
I've shared this story here about a relative of ours that got married at 16 or 17. After 10 years, no child. So the mother and her friends, we are suggesting things to her. Some say come out, some say go outside and got to leave me. You understand? Is the problem is from your husband. So I don't know if she eventually discussed with her husband, but the next thing the mother came to tell us that now how what to do, now what to do. You know, when a woman is talking in coded words, you should know.
Yeah.
The woman told him 6 children. 6. The man is busy buying cars for the woman every year, every childbirth.
Can you imagine?
Because he
Can you
knows that he couldn't. And he
Yeah.
didn't want the people to know. So they did it.
They will never discuss it too. Even when he knows the wife is getting pregnant from outside, they
They
will
don't
never
need to discuss it. This is where the understanding comes in, and you people believe in happily.
Nikki, this one.
No. I mean, if the man knows about this, if the man knows about this and supports the wife to do it, not the one that will.
No. Nikki, you must discuss it with him. You must discuss
and when
it
the
with
wife
him
goes
before you
outside,
trespass.
they keep quiet,
Because
knowing fully well
these
that
men
their
are
wife
not understanding anything. No, don't mind them. They
No,
can
what
never
I'm saying,
understand anything.
what I'm saying is this: for her to still go out there, if I thought that was
they discussed it, Nikki. They didn't tell us, but I know they discussed. You know why? The mother of the girl will always say, why are you wasting her time? You understand that kind of a thing? That means they've gone to hospital to find out that the man couldn't.
Yeah.
So they figured out how to bring somebody who could while they are still married. 6 children. The girl Johnny
Sometimes the disadvantage in all those things is the person coming back for those kids.
No. The person must be you think they are not wise. The person must be a married man with his own family. They are wise. So nobody is coming for anybody's children.
It doesn't even in a case like that she's married now, so she doesn't need you in the life of the kids. So it could be a random person. It could be a one-night stand. How do you know that person that you're doing one-night stand?
Don't go and do a random person, Mel. Situation like this, that random person will blackmail you.
The person will not know. Now you're going to discuss with the person that this is what you want to do. You're just getting down, and the person doesn't know
if you want to do that, you have to look for the man that is well behaved, so that the DNA will not
You just said it. You just said it. This thing you said now is actually a problem. Later on, the man will start looking for. Let me still know whether this boy is my child. What is he doing?
They have to discuss everything. You get a man. The people I know that are into
but
that.
there are people that are well behaved. Now they don't drink, they don't smoke, but their children does drink and smoke and live wild life. So you cannot really judge, say because you're calm, your children will be calm.
Addiction. It's an addict. They just addicted it. It's obvious. But these ones we are talking about, stealing is in the blood. This child, you will be every day you catch him. Even when you catch him with red-handedly, he will still deny and he will still be lying over and over. Every day, you can't stop it.
That is the DNA.
One day, this man will start asking, is this child?
So it's DNA.
That is the
So you know the man that came up, do you know he actually made a point? Like, if a man and a woman are suffering from childlessness now, like stress could be one of the problems.
Stress.
Like he said, you understand? But then the man will not even know he's at fault. You understand? Then the fingers will be pointing at the woman for being childless.
Yeah,
you understand?
that is because of our society. Our society.
And this thing, I have to say this again. This matter of, I know sometimes it's nobody's fault. People being married and then staying apart, and then the man is always coming back. When you're ovulating, then try and then go back again, maybe stay 2 weeks, stay 1 week, and then go back again and all that. I mean, people that are trying to conceive, I don't think that's a good one for them.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good one.
It works for some people, though. It works
for some people, but there are people that is not working for, but they will continue like that. Years are going back, they continue like that. Years are going back before you know what is happening. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years.
Let me bust your bubble. You said it works for some people, eh? we've had situations like that, and then when they now file papers to bring those children to the US, they will do DNA. The man
It
will
wasn't the
realize
man. That is just the
it's not
thing.
yes.
Maybe they work with the talk, say they work for some people.
He doesn't know where they are getting it from.
2 weeks, you know, those women said they'll feel so relaxed about that thing and all that, you know. Just know that, I mean, I'm not blaming any, in fact, I'm not accusing anybody, I'm not judging anybody. Just know, say something they color be for one side.
For one side.
Because just 1 week, 2 weeks, we are trying to do something. You understand? They just come back 1 week, 2 weeks, and then we don't try and come back and we don't go back. So for me, people that are trying to conceive, I don't think it's a good idea. As in, I don't think it's a good thing. Plan yourself, even if it's to stay together for complete 6 months, where we are trying to play the match like continuously. Not say go play one night, don't come out the thing. That's it. You just have to find a solution to all those things. There's always a solution, but
the thing there is that at the end of the day, women are still the ones suffering it. You understand? Because at the end of the day, when she's trying to make the thing enter and it's not entering, she's still the one going through the pain, the trauma, the depression.
They're always stressed out. They're always stressed out.
And when a woman is anxious to conceive, that is where anxiety comes in. It's also one of the problems that the child cannot enter.
Iyan.
So
a baby
can
welcome, my
enter
darling.
in the relaxing body. So there are so many ways that a woman could be childless, and or either, like the man said, the man takes alcohol a lot or stress. Like so many things could be problem why a child is not coming. So the finger should not be pointed at the woman all the time. And science has made it possible for solutions to come out now. Like they should look for solutions, seek for help, find out what exactly the problem is, and then tackle it.
Yeah.
So chasing a woman out from her, but is it material?
Matrimonial home.
Matrimonial home.
No.
Maternal home is your granny place now.
You understand? So let's just seek for solution. As in, science has made it possible now. Because I don't think during the days of my grandmother there was something like called them IVF. So now they have
Constance, do you know if we're talking about this science made it possible for the rich.
Yeah.
For the rich.
Let's just be very honest.
For the rich.
I said if you can afford it.
Because
so you know, 2 days ago I was going through social media. I was just reading things. I said this life no balance. All majority of, you know what celebrities are doing now? I don't want to spoil my body. I'll just, because they have money, they'll pay somebody $80,000, $100,000, $130,000 to carry.
And let me bust your bubbles, my lord. Let me bust your bubbles. Last 3 days, I just saw on internet. Is it real? I just saw on real that they have now an incubator that incubates babies without their mothers carrying them in their wombs. So the surrogate is no more needed. They have womb now. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen that one. And I'm not going to be the trial stage.
I just saw it last 3 days. Did you know that the comment section was, wow. A lot of people was like, yes, it's nice, thank God. Yeah, can you imagine?
See, all those things, IVF, surrogacy, or even the incubator, are purely for the rich. Look at Nikki now with her figure 8 set. If she doesn't want anything to touch her body, she will just take 100,000 and get somebody to bear the 9 months body.
For me, I want my twins, so now we go carry my twins, so nobody can carry my
no, wait, all she needs to do is walk into the hospital. And we know that our shape will be better than her own before she will
walk into the hospital and carry the baby. That is all she. That's
it now for them to still remember. I remember one girl like that. Anyway, she carried her baby now, but the thing is that she said that she was not going to breastfeed her baby. I went serious. She said she was not going to. She said no. You want my breastfeed? No. I said wow. Hey, while I know they finish.
So in conclusion, based on our topic, a woman shouldn't be chased out of her matrimonial home because she's childless. Look for solution. Some men, I'm still saying this, some men, their ego, them going to the hospital and the doctor saying that they are at fault, they don't want to hear it. they feel like maybe after all, if I'm performing, I am strong enough. I do everything. I come and everything. So what could be the problem? I am perfectly fine. But something is wrong. But agreeing to go to the hospital and know what is wrong is something
Is
they
the
don't want.
best.
Some of them don't want. I'm saying this from experience. They don't want to go because at the end of the day, what if they go there and they say that they are the one who that's at fault now? They
But
cannot
it's
say
a
it.
lie now. It's both parties. The problem is for both parties, and you're supposed to take any responsibility of anything before you step into that marriage. Whatever that comes up is solution you will be finding.
At the
That's
end of the
just
day,
it.
I just pray. I just wish that they should all agree to go with their wives.
You know, if it can be, you know, if this thing can even be included, like, you know, before you get married, you go for HIV test, you go for your blood test, all those kind of things. Now, if it can be included, that we should also do a sperm test,
Well, yeah,
No,
yeah.
to know whether your
that's what is
sperm
called.
is,
That's what
is
is called
fertile.
Igachukuniru. You understand?
Which one be Igachukuniru? Igachukuniru is not you checking to know if you have HIVs. Is it not Igachukuniru
Because
too?
you could
What are you
have
talking about?
got it from anywhere. You understand?
But no, don't talk that kind of thing. You know, it doesn't like Igachukuniru. We
Like
should
going
check it as well.
for genotype is okay, but trying to see
Because
if
when that love is making you to swim in the ocean of it and all that, now you go and
Sorry,
do the
my
test.
love.
When
Sorry,
you do
sorry,
the
sorry,
test, and
trendy.
they tell you that,
I didn't
oh,
even know you
your
left.
man. They tell you that your man is if you look at this thing, your man is like 10%, so possible to give you a child and things like that. You say, I love him so much, you will manage and all that. Hey, when you enter, if anything they happen, you carry it like that now. Instead of it, like it who is all about testing.
Nikki,
It's not
saw
just
me
about
you saw me
change
laughing
your
out
boss.
so loudly.
change your course and implement it.
Nikki, in that case, if they start putting all those rules, they should now say bank account will be the first. How much I'm making in a year? How much are you contributing in the
Of
marriage?
course,
They will
now.
count everything. How many houses you have? If you don't have any, declare. So it's going to make it very, very cumbersome. And there will be no love and affection, even faith itself. There will be no faith. Because faith is hoping for something that you don't have, something you haven't seen. So it's going to kill a lot of, even kill that affection. I love you, I love you. The moment you go to do that test, and they say the man is 5%, hey, look here, that one will just disappear. The next second, the result came out.
So me personally, in my conclusion, if you are a man and you are listening to us, if you are married and at the end of the day you both are planning to conceive and the baby is not coming, go with your wife, find out the problem, and then get a solution. There is no need to be chasing her away out of her marriage or going outside to impregnate a woman.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, when the
that
woman
one is the most painful, do you know?
because
That
you want
one
her
is
to have
the
a
most
baby,
painful.
and
Like
you
that
are
one is
you are the fault,
painful.
she will still go out there, get pregnant, and come and impose it on you, saying that you are the one. So it's better you go with your wife, get a solution, and if there's no solution, then you can opt for another option.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Constance. And what if going outside, we've said it before, even in our last video, going out is not the best without conclusion with your husband. Okay, it's not just an option. So that one, if you don't have an agreement, a rapport mind with your spouse, don't just go there. It's not an option.
Same thing with men too. Going outside to impregnate another woman, even if it's a one night stand. Even if it's a one night stand, if you have a one night stand, we say okay, it's a mistake. If you come back home, you discuss it with the woman.
You don't come home. It's your people there that will tackle you now. You are talking about men.
No, no, it should be both ways, okay?
Yeah, it
If
should be
the
both
man can
sides.
go outside and have a one night stand without
But
knowing that.
Nikki, if they're both having secrets, okay, good for both of them. You can. At the end of the day, if the man knows that he has issues, and just like the case that Yo-Yo told us, he just kept postponing the lady, acting like he's all concerned and everything, knowing fully well that the biological clock of the woman is ticking. Right? So he will have excuse at the end of the day. After all, you've gone past menopause and all of that, so no need, let's forget it. And the lady might never find out that it was the man's fault. She would just think that it was just procrastination, so let me forgive him, right? So if he's keeping that secret, knowing fully well that he can never ever impregnate a woman and he doesn't want to say, and somehow the woman finds out or maybe goes to check herself and she's been told that she is 100% okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Immediately, your brain will just boot. One, he doesn't want to go for a just a checkup. We're not saying something is wrong with you. Let us go. I'm going with you. I'm also going to be checked. Okay, we don't know. It might be you. It might be me. It might be that we don't have
Some
issues.
even
But
go
he doesn't
and
want to go.
check. You know, some even go, and if it's their fault, they tell the doctor to keep it a secret.
Yes. Exactly. So if you want to keep that as a secret from your wife, then if the lady decides to step out and get pregnant by someone else and then come and show you, oh darling, guess what? We're pregnant. Oh God, good for you. You deserve it.
Some men will even keep quiet, knowing fully well that
but what can you say at that point? If it's you, are you going to say something? I know it's not my pregnancy. So like, how is it not yours?
No, some men with dignity will say something, but what I'm going to say here in my own conclusion, don't be that wicked man that will render a woman barren because you don't want to own up to your problem.
Exactly.
Don't be that man. If you have a problem, if you guys are seeking for a child, go and see your doctors. They will be the best to tell you what is going on.
Wow.
Do not render any woman barren simply because your ego will not let you do the right thing. This thing I'm talking about, I know two women. One was a big person. I've said it here in our stream before. Was a big person during Peter Obi's administration in Anambra State. Married this guy, very well placed woman in Lagos. Married this girl for 10 years. The man was okay. They eventually found out the man has low sperm count. She paid with her own money. This man was going for treatment. They will go to hospital in the morning. In the evening, if the guy is coming from work, he will branch beer parlor and drink all the alcohol in the world and go back and get back home. As we speak now, the woman is in her late 50s or even close to 60. She has no child.
Wow.
So don't be that wicked man out there, because you already know that once they clock 40, it becomes more difficult for a woman.
It becomes more difficult, just like you said.
Thank you
so much,
so this my twins. I need to start
conclusion and the contribution you made now.
Constance, unmute yourself so you can hear me now. Unmute yourself. They say once the clock cut is difficult. Constance, this twins boy, somebody needs to start on time. We're no longer kids.
These two cat and dog. Okay, yes.
They
don't know what is going on.
No, calm down. Then we'll conclude. In this conclusion, I'm going to say the contribution.
But you know what? Let me just quickly add this. Talking about don't be that wicked person. Did you hear the story of that man in the US? I think he's kind of very influential, maybe an actor or something. That he knew he was HIV positive and he didn't tell his girlfriend. After sleeping with her, that was when he told her. I don't remember his name. If you check Tasha K's channel, Tasha K posted it actually on her Instagram.
It happened recently. It happened recently.
Maybe it happened long time ago, but I think people are upset that it seemed like OJ Simpson and the rest of them went to jail. R. Kelly, but it seemed like this guy didn't get much. He went back to work in Hollywood and all of that.
Okay. I know in the US, when that thing happened, that was a very long time. I think it's over 20 years. Because of that scenario you talked about, they passed a law. If you are HIV positive and you're getting into a relationship, you must tell your partner that I have this disease.
That is a crime.
If you don't tell, it's a crime, outright crime. In the US,
it is.
It's a crime. So if that's the case, maybe that was the case that led to them passing that law. Because right now, if you try it, they will sue you and you rot in jail.
Wickedness now. How about?
So, I guess we've said it all. A woman is not to be blamed. A man is not to be blamed. It takes two to tango. Making a baby is not just a woman's responsibility. So if you guys find yourself in that situation, you should be able to seek for help. And seeking for a child makes intercourse a chore. It's not fun for anybody, because your mind is always okay. Ovulation. You're not enjoying intimacy. You're not. So
exactly.
I know of a lady that was looking for the fruit of the womb. As in, I personally advise calm down.
Just lovers.
like if you are too anxious, it's not going to enter.
Yeah.
It was when she hit my advice, like she forgot about it. She forgot she was even trying to conceive. The baby came.
Yeah. And for my Nikki, that's a woman of our twins, because I want to
for
carry them.
Constance, that is wonderful.
Right?
If people are talking, please keep quiet, okay?
Nikki, please, if you're not ready now, if that your perfect Mr. Right is not coming, I've told you, stop choosing, stop being picky. Go and freeze your egg.
You know my twins.
Nikki, listen.
Froze your egg. Froze your egg.
Freeze your egg. Freeze your egg now.
Yeah.
So when even if you reach 45, you go and do
She said she froze it.
Freeze your egg now. Go talk to your doctor. I'm serious.
Yeah, they freeze it. Yeah, they freeze it.
Go freeze your fine young egg now.
Just like Janet Jackson did. Now, you know why she got her child and she was 50 something, right? When Janet Jackson had her first child. Because she had, yes, if you don't freeze, then by the time you're ready, there might be no egg left.
Hold on. Speaking of something now, speaking of what you've just said, clocking 40 makes it more harder and more difficult. Yes. I could remember when my mom told me if I want to give birth, I should just make sure like 33, 34, I just do it again so that it will be more time for me to go into menopause. Yes, that's just how they say it. If you know very well that you still have a plan of having children in future, if you are like 32, make sure that you have a child again. Just like in 33 or 34, make sure you do it because it will help your menopause not to come on time. Your menstruation will keep on coming. Even in 43, you will still see your menses.
Menopause has nothing to do with this one in the sense that you can menstruate up to 50, 55. You understand?
Yeah.
It depends on when you started having your flows. You understand? Some people start seeing pre-menopause at 46. They're already experiencing pre-menopause. It happened to a colleague of mine at work. That was the first time I had. They say 46 and you're pre-what? Hey, are you kidding me? So I was shocked because when my mother had did her menopause, I used to know that menopause starts from 50. So when I saw her going to, it wasn't that her period ceased. She was still seeing her flow, but the signs are beginning to come in.
Because if you start entering it, it will just come today. It will not come tomorrow. It will just come today.
So the advice I'm advising anybody that is watching us, if you have the money, freeze your egg. Freeze
Please,
your egg.
what is freeze your egg?
You just go see your gynecologist. They will be able to culture.
They'll just remove it and freeze it for you.
When they culture you, they will now know when you release the largest egg during your ovulation period. Open your 2 legs wide open, and then get something.
Remove it, just like you remove from pork.
They will get the eggs out, the number you want them to get out. They will freeze it and put it in a bank. It's called a fertility bank. Save it there for you. Be paying money for the storage.
They'll write name on it.
You're ready.
Until you are ready.
Yes. So when you're ready, like our beautiful Nikki now, if she's ready in 10 years, because she's very picky, let's assume she's ready in 10 years.
Yes.
She just go to her bank, take her egg, give her new doctor.
Put it back.
Will just put the
You have to add that part. She's very picky.
What?
Please,
I want to learn something now. What is the essence of freezing the egg? Like, why?
Okay, so I said once you get to 40, your biological clock, like we know, the best period to have children is from 18 to 25. But it doesn't happen for a lot of us. And the likes of Nikki and Tonia, and Constance, yeah, you understand? So once you pass 30, 35, the doctors here in the US will tell you are not.
Yeah, too. If you get pregnant,
I'm 35. I am 35.
35. They will tell you you're at risk pregnant. You must check up every week in the hospital. at risk
That is it. They will
pregnant.
start treating you like somebody that has the thing is
As if your
something
baby is gonna
one
fall
of
off
the
the
things I'm
next minute.
scared of now. Like seriously, it's one of them because I'm like looking at myself. See, come
So
on, I'm struggling
what
now.
it means to freeze the egg.
Mickey, will if you
So Constance, what I
Hey,
mean by freezing the egg, now
somebody
that
said nobody
you're
one day.
producing more egg, you're releasing more egg, you understand, releasing more egg, they will capture those eggs and save for you. Let's assume in the next, like Janet Jackson did in her 50s when she felt she needed a child. She just withdrew her egg from the fertility bank. Then if you find a man or if you're married at the time, the man will just, they will get the two together, implant back into your body. Then you start carrying your baby.
And even if you're not married, they have men that officially go for checkup and they donate their sperm. They have all their health details and all of that. So even if you don't have a man and you're in your 50s and you feel like you need a child, you can look through that list, find a man that have maybe hair color, eye color, skin color, tall, short, fat, this, everything that meets the
No,
criteria
Mel,
that
you
you
missed
love
something.
for your man.
Mel, you missed something. They also go to people that are in Harvard, Harvard
Yes,
University.
they check their IQ
They
too.
check
Yes.
IQ.
Yes, they check all of that. You have to give all those information. Then the women will not check which one. Yes, this one is very brilliant. Is this, is that, is successful in life. Okay, use this sperm to fertilize my egg. And then,
how do they remove the egg? Would they open your tummy?
No, they will open your leg. Your leg.
They have instruments that they use to do it.
So somebody that does not have anything upstairs doesn't have to go and donate anything.
Will you use that type of if you want it, they can provide it for you. Or you want to
they're supposed to have everything now. What of those people that is in category of stealing, robbing?
You are the one asking this question, and I'm sure you are answering yourself because you know the fact.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Hey, God.
It's just fun being with you, ladies. Thank you so much for today.
You're welcome. Thank you, everyone.
Amazing. Everybody is enjoying it. Even on Facebook, they're enjoying it. Thank you so
much. But the thing is,
much.
as a woman, you also have to understand that every time you see your period and there's no sperm to mix with your eggs to fertilize, you're shedding, right? They die, they shed. So as you're getting older, the amount of your eggs are reducing. That is why doctors will advise you if you don't have a husband yet, or if you're not ready yet, because some people want to go to school, read all the book until they start pulling their glasses like this and be looking at people. That's when they want to start having kids, So if you're that type of person, in order to be on the safe path, because you cannot turn off the clock of your period as a woman, right? So you freeze it, and that way you're just ready to carry it at any time. That's why you see some people even carry for, you can say somebody carry for you if your body cannot handle, somebody can carry, but it's your child. Like you see the Kardashian, like Kim Kardashian, after her first child, the rest were carried, but those are her kids, but it's just that she had issues, she could not really carry, and then somebody else carried, but it was her egg and her husband sperm that fertilized that child, but another woman carried the baby for them. So yes, there are many options.
All right, thank you so much, my amazing ladies. Thank you so much. This is just the bomb. The topic today is and most of you that wants to go doesn't even want to go anymore. Everybody else is busy throwing, and I can see that
I'm going to let me go and fertilize my egg. What are you talking about?
We are going to the bank. We are going to the bank and
fertilize my egg.
Nikki, you said freeze. This is fertilize.
So just like you people know now, we have already so many options that is available for this to be solved. It's not going to be an issue anymore. So if you listen very well to these ladies, you've already understood them, and you know very well they have already thrown and shipped in some certain things to help in such a situation.
Host, let me interrupt you here. It's still a problem because the options are not available. Okay, they have option which is available to maybe 10% of the
Rich people,
population
rich
or
people.
5%. We
Yes.
saw a lady
yes.
on YouTube that said she wanted to do it. She wanted to do GoFundMe account for her IVF, but she was afraid of what YouTubers are going to say to her. So a lot of women are going to it.
Wow.
IVF is
What of this? What of this lady? This lady that just showed her own openly on YouTube.
because she has money. She has money to do it. Okay.
But she was so proud of it, and it's
Yeah,
okay.
she has. No, it's not something you hide. She has money to do it, but when it comes to you coming to beg for money for people to support you for that, it comes with, I don't know what the reaction of our social media or YouTubers are going to be. You understand? Because you're not asking for money to save your life. You're asking for money for procreation. A lot of women are going through this. They don't even have a voice. They don't. Do they have 10 million? Because one thing is to pay for 4 million for IVF, but another thing is to continue to take the medication. And the medications are not cheap. Injections are not cheap. The care is not cheap.
It's not
So
cheap.
the solutions are there, but it's strictly for the rich. Talking about surrogacy. Surrogacy is in hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Imagine.
It's not cheap. Who got a 50,000? What is 50? $80,000.
It's not easy. It's not easy because that person is just going to suffer for you. Just
$80,000, $120,000. How many women can afford it? And it's not something you pay instrumentally. It's something you pay in bulk.
At once.
Okay, so the solutions are there for women or men looking for children, but the solution are for the rich. So whereby you cannot afford IVF, you can't afford surrogacy, you go and adopt. And if you don't want to adopt, let your husband or your wife go and have child from whoever that can, do the thing.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I have to say the way.
And some wants to stay like that also. Some wants to stay just like that. And
stay without children.
They stay without any child. Who said?
Who? The man is not being honest. And the man is not being honest.
My lady. Okay, thank you so much for today. I really appreciate that. It was the bomb. We appreciate every of the contributions you made. And for ladies, that is some of us, we don't know how to check our ovulation, calculate menstruation, and all that. Please go to pharmacy and get kits. There's some availabilities of kits that is going to help you in checking all that. Even ovulation has.
What you're saying in this case is better they seek medical solutions.
Yes, but no. Even on YouTube here, they teach it how you can get those ones and help yourself at home.
The person teaching you on YouTube, is he a lame person like me, a layman like me?
No.
The thing is, you also have to consider if you're telling people in our people, let me just put it like that. You will not go to the pharmacy and meet somebody that has nothing to do with medical medicine, but person works in the pharmacy. What would that person not teach you after you buy the kit?
No, Mel. Some people are just not knowing how to calculate easily to capture it. Not medical. So if you're not medical and you're just trying to get the ovulation points as others, if you are just that person that you are not medically affected, just go to the pharmacy, get those kits to help yourself. Because I know very well that I count from the day my menstruation starts. That's what my doctor told me then, and I kept on with it, and I was successful with it. So I count from the day one I see my menstruation till the 11th day. So the 11th day, I start every I start doing every bangara, and I'll concentrate on it for 5 good consecutive days. But if you're looking for a particular issue, you know when to start and when to stop. Yes, exactly. So don't tell me you cannot get it now the way I told you. Just when you're looking for a woman, you know very well from your 11th, you just do One day you just do, the other day, next day you do. Just like they are doing. When it comes for a man, they say XY, which is a man, usually stay longer. So with all this, please go more on internet. You will see so many things that will help you, even on YouTube. But if you are medically affected, please don't hesitate to go to your doctors. That's what we are just trying to say here. And if you are someone that you have all the options and you have the money for the options, go for it, please. Don't wait for nobody, because age is not waiting for anybody. From 40,
Age
I
doesn't
don't
wait
have
for a
when
woman, most especially.
yes, yes. So no don't mind when ya. I know if I knew.
All
Thank
right,
you so
guys. Thank you
much,
so
audience.
much.
Thank you, ladies. You really have done an amazing job today. Thank you. Love you guys.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, darlings.
Bye.
Mhm.